through your team. Doesn't matter how many bullets you shoot towards it. But yeah, I mean, they finished second in Euro Cup 10. They were going up against Infensis, and it meant a lot that they were really strong once. They still are, so they just have to prove better this time around. They have all what it takes to be in top 3.
Rami Leet brings up a good point, and it might have been him earlier, in fact, because I saw somebody chatting in channel. You know, he feels that the pure Swedish KiH was better, and I guess that's the question here, Nail. When KiH don't have to speak English, are they better? Can they, when they can just speak their native Swedish, are they just flat out better? Communication's got to be a little bit off when you've got to switch to your secondary tongue.
Definitely. I mean, I could imagine related to us over here, like if I had one player on my team that was Spanish and they had to speak English, that would kind of suck.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of stuff would get lost in translation.
Yeah, they'd always have to kind of translate on the fly, which slows down everything, you know? Furthermore...
Panzer strong. Panzer... like, yeah, I know, the Panzer is strong.
you could even have issues like that where accents can throw you off. You know, you're trying to communicate this message, but the accent might confuse your teammate, and you know, that split second where you're trying to figure out, oh, what's this guy saying, could really throw you off. You know, I hadn't really thought about that, but that's a great point. Being
the Axel Shoutcaster, I claim that I speak German, but in truth, we'll just, you know, pull away the veil. And I speak English. If I were forced to speak anything else, it would be very ugly. The shoutcast would end quickly. Yeah, in games like this, any competitive game, everything is a factor, and I really do think that them having to speak even a sentence of English would slow them down just a touch. Regardless, it has not slowed them down in this game. With a solid 3-0 victory, it could be 4-0, and we're tracking the final rounds here from kind of a garbage time perspective. Swinglish. Thank you, Nikki.
Yes,
Swinglish.
That's swinging. Oh, right.
You know, they definitely do a good job, or actually a great job, I should probably say. I mean, a lot of the players that we speak to, or that are in a lot of these teams, English is not all their first languages, but a lot of them speak it very well. So that's very commendable. I know over here, like, I wish I knew Spanish. I don't. It's just one of those. A lot of people that we deal with in these games and just gaming in general speak English, and they speak it very well. So it's pretty nice to hear.
We got a timeout called. 4:32 left on the clock. I don't see anybody lagging out particularly, so players. Looks like Twist is calling players. I really don't understand. But
no, he was trying to. He was probably trying to type it, but he just forgot to put the slash in front of it.
Yeah, exactly. The infamous Quake console command thing. Anyway, timeout's been called off. Still in garbage time over here. Scores officially 3-0. KiH taking it home. We're playing the last match to see if Clan Cave is capable of getting on the board at least over here. So far, they're actually doing a pretty good job of holding off Team KiH. We got 4 minutes left on the clock. KiH has made a couple of pushes towards the flag room. Really hasn't made any progress with that at all. You know, Nail, it's commendable on the part of Team Cave right here.
Yeah, and Eskunjan is no longer panzering, or I mean, Sten, so maybe he realized, that's just not going anywhere.
More serious, yeah.
But no, you can kind of tell the people are a little relaxed. I mean, Fett is just non-stop trying to do trick jumps. I see him, like, he fell in the water earlier, and he was, like, trying not to fall in it, but he just finally killed out, you know, so it's definitely a fun map. Next week, I guess, we'll be seeing more of this. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes, so by then you guys will know what's going on.
Zed, how's this work for this group stage of the tournament here? You know, we've got the score 3-0. Suppose suppose Cave takes a point right here and it's 3-1. Does that 1 point go towards Clan Cave when we're talking about qualifiers for the playoffs here, or is this round officially complete garbage time?
You gotta play the last round. It doesn't matter what is the score. You still have to play every single round, 4 rounds.
Right.
So if Cave takes 1 point over here, it's gonna be 3-1. Still for KiH, but unfortunately they have 2 teams in the group, so it doesn't really matter who has the point anymore, because both of these teams are going to advance. Yeah, so
and they're running straight to the transmitter right now.
Yeah, we got Wolf from KiH sneaking in there, grabbing the documents, and looks like there was absolutely no resistance. Straight line run of the documents. Clock was set to 9 minutes and 43 seconds by KiH. It's actually not a good time at all.
No.
So we could see Cave taking a point right here in this kind of, laissez-faire round. It's almost like a casual scrim going on at this point.
It's possible, but you got to keep in mind that Cave was not able to transmit their last time on the Allied push. So
I would say actually it's not a horrible time.
Considering that.
I think if I remember correctly, any time on this map is a good time. Because it's just so tough.
Any win is a win.
Yeah, it's just so tough on offense. Like, just grabbing the documents is one thing, and running them is another. So I would say 9:43 is not horrible bad, but it definitely could be better.
It's not horrible bad. Straight off the gate over here, it's up to Team Cave to beat the clock. 9:43 was the time set, so just about any time would do it for Team Cave right here. As you said, Nail, the last time around they could not set the clock at all, which is unfortunate. But hey, it looks like their initial push is a lot stronger, and KiH.
You gotta watch for that
defuse. As relaxed. Yeah, they're not nearly as relaxed right now. I saw one member of KiH jump over the top.
I've seen
nobody
KiH
here on the left side to make a defuse.
I've seen a Scoongeon with the Sten again, and I have seen a little crew served MG42 action going on. So,
nice.
Won't be surprised if we see a little venom right here in the final minute. Could happen. Hey, we got a phone call coming in.
Coming in, Warwitch. All right, let's take that. Hello, you're on Warwitch TV. What's your name?
Hey, it's Gut from the Birds.
Hey. Gut from the Birds. How's it going?
What's up, dudes? As we're watching Garbage Time, I figured I'd call in. I had a list of 12 questions from other American players, but we don't have time for that, so I figured I would just ask 2 if that's okay.
Sure.
Actually, one of them is not even really a question, but it says Killer Mike from GFU. You're Warwitch. You're familiar with Killer Mike.
Yep.
Says he's going to Mauser's CKY ass in the face if they play again. So
we'll have to warn him.
That'll be fun.
That's I don't know.
There you go.
That's not a question. The other question is, why is Sabo such a? No, never mind. That was probably from.
That's probably from Goose.
Yeah, I will not finish that one.
So. Just dropping X through it. Now, let me ask you this, Gun.
Anyway, Guy.
You've got your matchup coming up tonight. Problem versus Birds at 7 p.m. my time, 10 p.m. Eastern. How are you feeling about this matchup coming up later this evening?
I mean, honestly, I haven't been playing much at all. I'm always working at night, so I think these guys will they'll give them a good go. I think Shrubnub's probably in the channel, so he'll probably say something about it as well. But for their side, but yeah, I think it'll be a good fight. I mean, it's the times I have scrimmed with Birds in those matches, it's been pretty close, so it should be fun to watch. Hopefully we can get some cast going.
Yeah, that's the plan. Here, let me go ahead and switch the topic to that. All right, Neil, what is the chance that you can be around here at 7 p.m. tonight or 10 p.m. EST?
It's pretty good. Are you sure it's 7 your time? I think it's 8 your time.
I think it's a 3-hour time difference right now. So, for me.
10 Eastern is 9 Central, which is 8
or 7
9,
Pacific.
8. So that would be 8 Mountain.
7 Pacific.
7 Pacific. So I guess the question
Unless you moved
is,
to California and we didn't know.
Well, we don't change time zones, so I think we still have a three-hour difference. Because if we didn't, I would have shown up.
Right.
I would have shown up late today. So
that's right.
Based on my mathematics, I'll be there. Nail, if you can be there, I think we look like we have a chance here to cover Problem versus Birds tonight, which will be a lot of fun.
All right. As long as the Birds doesn't like not play good again, you know.
What are you picking up,
Wow,
Sabo? Are you picking up?
I'll
Are you trying to?
I'll be here to cast with you. They have their starting lineup going, so
That
if you need a
was
co-caster,
nail right
I'll be
there.
here to do it.
You know what, my friend? Be here, all right? We'll give you just contact me, and we'll give you all the information that you need.
The
so.
problem with the Birds starting lineup is one player. It's not Goose. It's not anybody guts
who
good.
is it?
It's Caffeine. He is just the worst. Like I've never seen. Having you play a game for like 11 years.
That is Nail speaking. It is not me.
I don't know how you can play a game for 11 years and still be horrible at it.
Oh, no.
I've played solitaire for like 11 years. I'm amazing at it.
And direct it at Nail.
Okay, so wait, Nail, are you going to be around tonight? Like, seriously, me and you have to cast this match. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll be here.
All right, so it's going to be myself, at Warwitch, Nail, and Guts. We're going to be casting tonight, 7 p.m. Wow, our first evening game. I'm very excited about this. So you guys in Europe, you better set
Good
your
stuff.
alarms. It's going to be like 5 in the morning for you. I expect to see you all there. But this is good news for people like,
I'm
you know.
disconnecting for now.
All right, see you, Cut.
All
We'll
right,
see you tonight.
See
Just good news for people like CK Powell, myself.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good
Bad
stuff.
news for
Nice
everybody
to see
else.
American teams playing again.
We'll probably have like 10 viewers because 95% of our viewership comes from Europe. It's okay, they can watch the recording.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
We do have a grab right now, actually.
Yeah.
Kylie,
we've actually had
at the flag
we've
area.
actually had a number of grabs on the flag. They just haven't been able to make a whole lot of progress over here. Another grab, homie picking it up in the middle of the field over here, whatever we're gonna call this. It looks like he's going the short route. No, he's gonna go the long route around the big hill over here. 3:10 on the clock for Team Cave. He's all alone. I don't know if Team KIH on the defense knows where he is at all. He's gonna hook up with his teammates though, and looks like a push on the right side to try and take the transmitter. Nail. Is this a good strategy?
I think they do know. I think they know exactly where he's at because Syl is looking for him, and somebody else is looking at the hill as well. So I think they know that he went that way. Scungeon's looking for him as well. Like they have a lot of people outside that could put eyes on him at any time. All they have to do is see that little icon.
Wait a minute,
there
we have
it is.
Feta and Homie face to face. Man, two of the sneakiest,
And now,
fastest players.
now the Axis is coming outside.
And here it is. There's
Okay.
Homie reaching up, bleeding on the documents. There's
But
no
can
one
anybody
around.
get to it in time?
Nope, tapping out.
I don't know. Docs are still just sitting there.
Good attempt. Here's Feta on the respawn, bounding in,
And there's the
and
return.
secure. So
2 minutes on the clock. Not looking good for Team Cave right here.
That's what I'm saying. It's tough. Like they had only 6 minutes had gone by and they had grabbed and they got outside, but it's just the battle's not over, you know.
Cave with the grab runs outside, gets a Panzerfaust in the face.
Oh, and woof. Woof. Oh, almost.
Oh, nice.
Oh, documents are still in the hands of Sanctity, though. He made it all the way into the little respawn area. Kylie's going to take that. And interesting,
Oh, no.
he's not going to wait on his teammates at all. Runs outside, gets a
Oh, no.
Feta.
Wow.
And,
Knife.
Oh no.
Melman with the return.
Again,
I think they
insert Benny
they
Hill
might be
theme
better
here.
served to run the documents inside.
Yeah, take the direct route.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, if anybody wants to buy a 32-second spawn timer, just hit me up. I've got one. I mean, this is like the weirdest map for spawn times. It was 26 and 32. We had to make our own weird ones back then. Looks like
stopwatch.
Oh yeah, it's just a spawn timer script that works in game, but it's
there you
weird
go.
to have
Nice.
weird to have a 32-second one when every other map is 20, 30, 35, you know, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I like it when games do that though, because it makes the mental math a little more difficult. So it just elevates the skill
definitely.
level. You know, if it's a nice even or a nice 10 base number, it's you just flip the digit. But if it's a 2 or God help you if it's an odd number, then it's tough to do. 8 seconds on
looks
the
like
clock. This isn't going to happen.
Yeah, no, they had a valiant effort. They had many more grabs the second time they played.
Yeah.
But it is just a lot different. Yeah, a lot different map than they're used to, I think.
So that's
I know.
That is going to be that, guys. Go ahead, Sabo.
In the pregame, Nail, I know you were thinking, if Cave was going to do it, they were going to do it over here on UFO, because surely they wouldn't be able to do anything against KiH. It's funny. It almost kind of worked out the opposite way. Cave came that close to getting the point on Village, and then just honestly got stomped here on UFO tonight. Scores 4.
So are you saying that KiH came to stomp the yard?
That's what happened.
Guys,
yes.
Look at my comment. Warwitch, you have to show it on the stream. It's a website of KiH.
Oh, we've looked at this before, haven't we?
I think we have.
It's got the guy dancing?
Yes. Yes. Nope. We've been here before. Congratulations.
Apparently it's been like the same website forever.
Yes. Congratulations. We'll head over to the desktop here on the command center. So KiH here, we have leapt forward in time, advancing against Cave and secure the victory 4-0. We saw it coming, but I salute Cave for a well-played game and a well-played match, especially those first 2 points on Village. Sabo, very contested.
Extremely close, yeah. I was pulling for Cave. I really wanted them to be able to get on the board and do something here, because I think it would have been good for their team and would have given them a lot of confidence going forward towards the playoffs, which is what we're all heading towards. Didn't work out, but it was still valiantly played. As long as they keep working on it, practicing. Sanctity did a really good job in this. He's tightening up the roster. I think that they could be a force to be reckoned with going forward in this tournament.
Now tonight, in our first ever return to evening broadcasting from the United States, we are going to be looking at the Birds even versus Problem Nail, and this should be interesting. The Birds advanced. Well, let's take a look here at the standings. I don't know if you've got the page pulled up here now.
Yeah, I've got it as well.
All right, so tell us the story.
Just as an information.
Go ahead, Zed.
OPC played against Overpowered, and Overpowered had a solid win, 4-0.
Well, it is Overpowered.
It is OP.
Yeah.
Yes. So tell us the story here.
How come the scores on the website say like 2-0 for a lot of teams here? Why does it not say 4?
Yeah, it's a problem with the website that it shows only 2-0 instead of 4-0. Just I'm counting the stuff, and I have all my calculations made on the paper, so I know what's going on exactly. But for your information, the next cup, will be running on a brand new system. So that's the thing to wait for as well.
Fair enough. So Nail, tell us the story here of the Birds and their ascent that brings them to face Team Problem here tonight at 10 p.m. EST. We'll be there.
Their ascent? Oh, I don't know. I mean, apparently they've learned things since last time, because it is now, what is it, Birds 4.0 or something like that on their website there. But we'll see. I mean, I really like off the top of my head, Pimp, Playa, Goose, Gut, Rampage, Troll. Great guys. It's just horrible to be surrounded by caffeine is all. So as long as he doesn't hold them back, they should have a win tonight, I would imagine.
Well, we're going to find out because we will be back in live. I've, again, not done an evening game in quite some time. We've been broadcasting from 1943 from the crack of dawn in Germany, and it'd be nice to kick back, relax, and actually come back with a little sleep. That'll be happening later tonight. Now, for the rest of you in Europe, you can always catch the recording on Warwitch TV. So we have a doubleheader, just spaced out by about 5 or 6 hours. So it'll be myself, Nail, and it looks like Gut making his triumphant ascension to shoutcasting this evening, joining us as a broadcaster to cover all the action and excitement. So stick around for that. Now, all the recordings.
People getting involved.
Yeah, well, it's a big community of fun. All the recordings are going to be available, of course, on Warwitch TV. You can also check out my Facebook as well to stay updated with the day-to-day affairs of the RTCW Legacy Cup. Now, we've just gotten started. Things are falling into place. Congratulations to KiH tonight, who secures the victory against Team Cave, who fought hard but ultimately go down in flames as KiH advance 4-0. What will happen tonight of Problem versus Birds, we'll find out. It's going to be some good stuff. So final thoughts. We'll hand this over to you, Sabo. Go.
All right. Well, just another really good match over here. I'm taking a look at my notes from this match, trying to pick out a good MVP. And it's funny. I've got Eskunjan and Zerum written down all over the page. So
nice.
Yeah, exactly. It's like every time something cool happened, it's always Eskunjan or Zerum, especially Zerum with that lucky Panzer kill straight out the gate. But I think I'm going to have to give my personal MVP to Eskunjan with the massive 5-man airstrike early off. Super fast flag grabs, all this sort of stuff he's been doing throughout the entirety of the match. So, man, hats off, Eskunjan. You're the man for Team KiH.
It was the ace, actually. He killed 6 all of them.
He got all. That's
well, somebody
he killed 5 with the thing, and then he empty-40'd another man down.
Definitely grenade.
Well, somebody got past him though, because he was at the South Tower. But either way, yeah, it was annihilation.
Absolute.
Yeah, I would say we'll just split it up. We'll say for KiH, I would say Eskunjan and Zerum definitely. I mean, it's kind of a toss-up. And then for Cave, I'd probably say Homie and Islam. Homie had that double engineer grenade, stopped the defuse, and Islam just good shots all in all. Nothing like TK and his friends like Zed would do. So good players on both teams. See both again.
Honorable mention though has to go to Kylie, because it seemed like every time that somebody needed to be there for Team Cave for a save or whatever, I was always seeing Kylie showing up just out of nowhere, saving the day. I don't know what it was about the guy, but he was always at the right spot at the right time. So that was just well played on both maps. For Team Cave.
This turned out to be a pretty exciting match. 4-0 is most predicted, but regardless, a lot of fun and great to see UFO. So it gives us a taste, Sabo, of what's to come. We've got more RTCW action happening here at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure that...
Double header.
Yes. Make sure that you come back and join us here at Warwitch TV for that. And then we'll try to cover all the action and excitement throughout the week. If it falls on a Monday or Tuesday is a maybe. The rest of the week isn't going to happen, but Sundays belong to Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and we will give you all the action and excitement right here, right now. So... that being said, I think we're all tired. We're going to head out. So on behalf of Sabo the Saboteur, Nail the Geek Squad Commander, Zed, General Zed, your tournament admin, and myself and Z-Axis Goat. 1 second. He's quiet. Good games. We'll see you in 6.4 hours, according to Amish Folk 20. V57. See you soon. Good night.
See you guys.